ma'am. Now I am going to introduce and discuss some famous literary pieces in Indonesian literature with their authors. I ask for your forgiveness as I cannot share the whole story as it asks for payment to view each piece. I have only the background of the story and its authors. So I start. There are 5 literary pieces. The first is The Suddenly the Night in 1988 by Sapardi Djoko Damono. It taught a lot about perusing nature as a source of metaphors. The special qualities of Sapardi was how his work managed to resonate with younger readers. He's been writing poems since 1960s, but his poems are still quoted by the millennials up to this date. Sapardi is also still very productive, even at his age. He just released another book with Gramedia. He's also quite active in social media. Next, let's talk about the next book, Saman by Ayu Utami. The book came out at the right time, right after the collapse of the New Order regime. The story broke many barriers of various taboos. Taboos means politics, sex, and religion, and sensitive topics, including the rise of women authors. Saman was a mark of a new era in literature, even though there may be books that talk about those 3 topics separately with different degrees of subtitle. The way Ayu combined them and wrote about them quite straightforwardly, and Saman was fresh and exceptional. Let's move on to Man Tiger by Ika Kurniawan. It's about a boy, Marju, who was raised in poverty and a dysfunctional family. He later takes revenge upon a man that hurt his mother. This book depicts familiar facets. Facets means supernatural phenomenon of half man and half animal of Indonesia. And yet those facets can be totally unique for an international audience. Ika's writing has a distinct masculine voice. Let's proceed to the second to the last book, Raden Mandasya by Yuzi Avianto Parianum. With ancient Indonesian as its setting, filled with Yuzi's explosive, verging to chaotic, unapologetic, humorous style of writing. Raden Mandasya would be an interesting and refreshing window to peek into the richness of Indonesian literature. This book received a Katulistiwa Literary Award in 2016. It published by an independent publisher. Raden Mandasya was received quite well among Indonesian readers. I think it's particularly interesting because this story was set in ancient Japanese time. Finally, let's talk about the last book, which is Kill the Reju by Dorothea Rosa Herliari. She's one of the most prominent Indonesian female poets. Harry Aveling, the translator of this book, worked with Dorothea's original poem. There was a debate about this. Some say Aveling took it too far, but some say that Aveling did was a transliteration. Harry was genuinely another breath into Dorothea's poem. So that's all, ma'am, about the Indonesian literary pieces I searched. Thank you.